nowadays just think the chicken nuggets. They look the same going in their mouths and they huggies. But this is to anyone having any fun. Tales from the wild side is rated E for everyone. Kick that horse in the leg till it hobbles. We high on the red, the glaner on the collar.
All right. Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, yours truly, Angry Allen, also known as Dr. Cobblepie. I'm here in the second week of January of the year 2023, and I have recently undergone a procedure to have two of my toes shortened. That's right. I had a condition known as Morton's toe, caused a metatarsal of my index toes or pointer toes or first toes or whatever you want to call it, to grow too long. Caused a terribly painful callus on the bottoms of both of my feet. It affected the way that I walk, almost certainly affecting, the health of my joints, ankles, knees, hips, back, shoulders, neck, everything from the bottom up. Because when you start with a bad foundation, you get a crooked house, right? So anyway, I underwent this procedure this weekend. It's a pretty big deal for me. I've never had a surgical procedure. So anyway, I'm in a self-reflective mood. I haven't done any wrestling for a couple of years, it seems. I hurt myself in my first show back this past July, and I've been on the bench again. I did a commentator spot, and the HIW has a homecoming show at the VFW 4903 coming up January 21st. So I'm pretty hyped for that. I haven't even talked to my guys about it, and I flaked out so many times. I don't want to try to talk to them. I just want to show up and see what we can do. But I also want to get butts in the seats, so I want to tell my bros at the fucking union how I'm doing the thing now. So and I want to do my hand mic kind of stuff, but I don't want to bother you guys with it. But what we're gonna do is bother you with these self-indulgent songs while also overlaid with this Minecraft video roll. So you see I got my own custom texture pack on here. That is the coveted High Impact Wrestling Tucson City Championship, or an earlier iteration that was held by one Dr. Cobblepot. And there are other things going on. This is my wall floor map situation. This is our main town square. This is the map that you see here. And so this town square, right here. This bell is the original location of the original town square bell of the original village that was founded here. I did cheat a little bit right off the bat. I put I spawned the world, and I put something in for the seed, please give me lots of villages. I always do something like that. I'm very unprofessional. But then after I spawn the world, I run the seed through the seed chunk map, and I find the nearest villages. And this one was the intriguing one because the village was actually a stone's throw away from a mushroom island. And I've always wanted to have, and you can see I've already implemented, obviously, a lot of mycelium or fucking whatever giant mushrooms over here. And a lot of crazy shit going on. If you can see over in the distance, I'm not sure what I set my distance. I ruined your distance. But there's some of that crazy new warped fungus shit from the nether growing up there, the plateau to the north. I got a bad subway. It doesn't have the rails built in, the powered rails that I need. But anyway, we'll get into that. Over the backdrop of some nice sounds, these collection of songs. So I'll give another cut here right in a minute because this thing only records so long. I don't know how many dumb songs I got, but I don't know, man. I have so much fun doing these dumb songs, and I want to have a little Dr. Cobblepot, Angry Allen, early 2023. Here's what's going on, and here's what I got so far for the year. Uh, and also, since I don't play Minecraft online, this is just my online single player vanilla. I dummied down the rules so I don't take fall damage, I don't take drowning damage, and I keep my inventory when I die. So I can only get killed by monsters and suffocated or like burnt alive. So the world's name is called Don't Starve or Get Lit Up. Uh, and anyway, so I'm just going to be running around here. I'm not going to use the screen grab audio for all the songs. So, like I said, I'm going to cut and I'm just going to start running around. But I'm going to grab, I got this map here. One thing I want to do is just ride the subway like as far as I can and watch my cursor drag around on the fucking map because I'm a map nerd. But basically, like I'm saying, I use the chunk base. I don't know, chunk base. I want to say, and it generated the map that showed me like the surrounding area of my spawn. Well, actually, I have that on that's on the big map too. The spawn area is right down here, outside this ghost village, and I don't think my base is on here, but you can see this road from my base, and that will lead you directly to this village, uh, and then that leads you directly to this Mushroom Island. So that's how we got here. This is where we are, and this is the world as of 1.19. I'm not intending to abandon this world. This is my. That's why I made the rules so shitty, like so cheap, so that no matter what happens, like I can like. Oh, I also built my first like really good iron farm. You see there with the green square. That's a bunch of leaves, so nothing else spawns. So I got a pretty good iron farm, so I can definitely potentially build like a really long rail system pretty cheaply, and I intend to do that if I ever need to. Like if an update comes that I really need to get back to like areas I haven't explored yet. But there's a ton of shit I still don't have. I want to grab like some pandas and shit, turtles. I mean, frogs. There's frogs, dude. There's all kinds of new shit all the time in Minecraft. I'm going to show you my infinite lava engine and shit. It's not an engine, but I have infinite lava source. And you can too. It's super duper cheap and easy, especially if you have an iron farm. That works at all. And mine works okay. Tons of villagers, tons of jobs, tons of little things here and there that I'll be showing you. But we'll be playing these songs. A lot of these songs, I just want to say at the top, I understand I'm not putting a ton of effort into these songs, and I'll just break down the process because it probably is exactly what it sounds like. Like I'll do a cold freestyle recording, and usually that track is on the finished product, and I'll just double up the fucking the vocals onto another track with different effects, and like if I need to like go and edit something out of the original track and like replace it with actual words. Like there's one of the songs on here I actually like did like hack and sneeze and just kind of bought myself time and repeated myself again when I finished hacking and sneezing and just kept going with the freestyle. And so freestyle for me, I know there's a lot of different connotations and interpretations, and so I don't want to get it twisted or get anyone upset. But for me, that just means like going improvisational, off the hook, off the dome, just like in the moment, whatever it is, like down to like legitimately. I don't know what the song is. Sometimes there are some examples last year. Hand Me That, or also known as the Handyman song. Like, there's one of the tracks on there is the absolute first thing I recorded, and I couldn't get rid of it because I couldn't match this like unbridled enthusiasm. In my opinion, I just enjoy it. It brings me such joy doing these fucking stupid songs, and so please indulge me if you will, and I'll be back at the end to talk more shit. I guess maybe not. And you know what? I might not at all. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run around and record, and then I'm going to throw the raw footage into my video editor and put all the tracks, and then I'm going to put the music video for the song about being a bully at the end. And then that way, it's a nice little finish. And the problem is, I don't have good audio equipment at all. Like, I'm a living room rapper. That's one of the gimmicks. And also, like, all the equipment, all the editing stuff, the software. I'm old fogey on this, but like, since I learned how to do it on VHS, like, I am determined to do everything as backwards and cheaply as I can in the digital era, because everyone else on their fucking phones and their tablets and whatever, and they can make these awesome things like seemingly very low effort, but like very impressive and cool. And I find it very frustrating because I've never been good at it, even though I've been editing videos together since the previous century. So I am going to cut this footage here while I'm looking at my map. Pause. And we're going to listen to some fucking songs. And fuck them if they don't like it. Let's go over the hand mic pens declaration of hand mic pen distance. Of course, hand mic pens is what we say to the vice president. We're going to hand mic pens so he can sign on the election. Black Lives Matter, murder is wrong, Nazis are bad, money isn't speech, corporations aren't people, healthcare is a human right, abortion is healthcare, trans rights are human rights, bullies go home. And that's just to get all that out of the way, because there's a lot of subtle and not so subtle. Let's all shift the world a little bit leftwardly in my material. I don't actually think I did a lot of that this year. And these couple of tracks that we're going to do, it's a lot of just fun stuff that we got going on. I got one song that I just did today, literally today, and from the point of view of my dog. Well, a dog. I guess my dog, but it's kind of both of my dogs because it's just kind of a dog. So it's bits of both of my dogs. Maggie and Pikachu. Magdalena Frankenstein and Pikachu. What does she call him? What's his little nickname? I don't remember. Anyway, here's some fucking songs. And if you don't like it, I totally understand.
Alright, are we going outside? Or do we stay in tonight? What are we doing? I'm looking at you. You're up on the couch when I do not have any thumbs. And I let myself out. Open the door, please. While you watch, and if I gotta proof, will you gotta pick up that proof while I watch? It's gonna feel so good. It feels good enough to see you scooping it up in the back backyard, but when you gotta pick it up, I laugh hard. I'm a dog. This song is from the perspective of the dog in the house. I'm a dog. I can't open the door to let me out of this house. I do not have thumbs. I am a dog. Do you like me? Do not bite me. Give me some food, please, and every other occasion, every show I go poop is inside. I am the dog and you like to scratch me behind my ears. I like it back, I do not want you to think that it is one-sided. Just let me out of this house so I can go and sit in the sunlight. After I've had fun, I might stand on the porch and bark until you let me in low. Cause we in low like you were burning. I can smell it, I am learning to come inside when it is time to get higher, get stoned. I'm the kind of dog that when you're living alone, or when your wife goes away, I say, right by your side, cause you always decide again. It's super high, it's so I am the dog, it's true, but I'm the dog with you, like I got your back and I know that it's true. I'm the dog, you're the human with dogs. I don't know where that came from. We should go out with the puppies. So yucky. It was 95,000 years ago. The first man crawled out of his cave and said, whoa, what am I? Am I alive? What is life? What am I fucking doing here with this knife? He looked back, saw the dude that he had just stabbed, and for some reason he felt bad. But he felt good cause he didn't die, and so he held up his knife high into the sky. All the other cavemen standing around understood that he was not now fucking around, and he was gonna be in charge whether we wanted it or not, cause he was going to stab us to death. So we kinda just let it happen. I mean, not at first. A couple guys tried to get the knife, but got stabbed, and everything didn't get better, got worse. And so then we stopped, and then we grew crops, and then we gave him some, so that he didn't stab us. But then there's more of us, so then he made more knives. He gave them to some dudes, and called them dudes knights. And then they would fight if you did not give crops. And then fast forward, and now they're basically cops. So what we got right here, angry Alan about here, trying to work things out, and then he just got truth falling out of his mouth. Man, there is a need for violence. It's just that it's gonna happen, cause some people are not afraid to do fucking violence. And I shouldn't say not afraid, because you are not brave just because you resort to violence. You're basically just an idiot. If you think that you can solve problems with violence, you're an idiot. That doesn't really solve the problem, you just murder people, so there's not a problem anymore. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking fascist, you know? Like, fuck you, bro. I don't need that shit. I'm an adult. I'm at work. We got a problem. We can work it out with our words, and not have to be jerks, and not have to do fights. Life is a breeze, I'm a chill in the sun, until the ice cream truck comes around the corner, then I'm gonna run. I gotta get back home, I gotta get them chips. Give me whatever you got in the ice cream truck, I'ma give a good time. Life is a breeze,
live it for fun. No apology to anyone. Life is a breeze. We live it for fun. No apology to anyone. Yeah, it was all time I was chillin'. It was in it with a crowd on the right. It doesn't matter if that is why we rockin' right. It doesn't matter 'cause the rockin' right. I don't wanna get up on my lap and let me, 'cause I got a dog and it's even better on me.
I don't want summertime to ever end. When it's cold outside, I do not abide. It is not cool when it's literally cool. It's much cooler when it's uncomfortably hot outside. Life is a breeze. We chill in the sun. Eating lots of hot dogs even when we don't have any more buns. Life is a breeze. Let's keep it all cool. Don't give me no slack when I wear my t-shirt up in your pool.
Life is a breeze.
Life is a breeze.
We live it for fun.
We live it for fun.
No apology
No apology.
to anyone.
Anyone.
Life is a
Life is a breeze.
breeze. We live it for fun.
We live it for fun. No apologies to anyone.
Life is a breeze.
Life is a breeze.
For fun.
We live it for fun. No apologies.
Life is a breeze. We live it for fun.
The birth of a song. Track 2. In the back. Who knew? At this point in the life of the beat, I disclose I have tried to make raps on this one like before, but I then deleted that previous rap. Now coming back to hit that track with another rap. And that's the fact, that's what we're doing here. Alan Booth here, and it is clear that we're doing things that challenge people. Not everyone is about to face the paradigm of I thought that I was supporting the thing that saves the children, but I actually am like paying for the children to be brutalized. For the children to be brutalized. Tell the children all you're brutalized. And they live until they brutal die. There is a major problem facing us, like the royal us, like we're royally fucked, like sometimes I just like stare at the wall and think about all of them all, and I don't even have kids yet. All you people who have kids, how do you deal with this shit? They're literally trying to murder people and make it legal. Not to mention all of the election stuff. I'm intentionally keeping it vague, but if you follow my page, then you would know what I say about both sides and all the fine people there, or whatever. on my brake in my car, breaking down. How do you believe this stuff? Are you serious? Like, no, for real. If you're fucking around, then we're just fucking around. And that is one thing, dude. But it kinda sounds like from the side of town with a different perspective. Like, do you not support the authority of the cyber ninjas? What are you telling me? That the cyber ninjas are not an authority and are just a theatrical exploitation of bigotry and ignorance? I'm kinda showing my cards now. One is a social security card, and it isn't that hard. Don't look that far. See social programs that benefit you. Like if your kids go to the school. One small example. Here's a sample. Here's a pitch. Please don't bitch if your public schools fucking look like shit. When you put your kids in a private school, and then you defund schools, and then you say you pay so much for this school. Fuck you. You could pay much less in taxes to support your local public schools, and then everyone benefits. But that's socialism. Eat my fucking asshole. One of those days, you know what I'm saying. I just got back from the office. There are some times when you just wanna freak out wild and let the whole world see your style. But then you choke it back and just act like everyone around you always acts. And it hurts your soul, it hurts your spirit. I can hear it when you're singing the notes that you don't sing, 'cause you're afraid of folks and what they think. And that's the very worst if you think about the way that we all were already raised to say that you should live your way until the end of all your days. Then we end up growing up here. Every other fucking grown up that I met, I guess I've never met Mr. Rogers. I don't get that, but I feel bad for them. It just sucks that it takes up so much time. If you really could just step aside and let me live mine, I can get by, I do really not mind what you think, but you've been trying to fuck up everything for everyone. Oh, damn. Don't believe me. Don't believe me, Maggie. Don't believe me, don't believe anyone. You don't have to be a bully. You could be a star. You can't stop me, never gonna drop me. Ever since back in the day when you thought that AAA was gonna blow up someone's house or somebody's school. But now you look like a fool, cause I'm super chill. I would never use violence on someone for real. That shit is fucked up, dude. Would you want someone to do violence to you? Don't fucking hit nobody. What are you, 5? What have you never been hit by someone more than twice your size? Get fucked, you bully. Get fucked. I'm sorry that your parents worked so hard that they weren't around to discipline you properly, but I will if you need me to. Once again, just verbally, nothing physical. You're a fucking bully, dude. You take it out on everyone else. Things that you dislike about yourself, and you project all your feelings and your hatred cause you're all alone. But that's not true. I'm here, I see you and you see me too. And you bully me, but do you believe me? You don't have to be a bully to me or anybody. That's a fucked up how I never could do love for you understand, because I haven't really bullied anyone since I was